Well, first, I'd like to be up in Valley County, but we can circle back to that. February is Black History Month, and we are focusing on Idaho's Black history and the impact it's had here in the Gem State. And today we're joined by Jayme Perryman. She's Mrs. Idaho, the first person of color to take that title. I think we should start with, what is Mrs. Idaho? What have you earned?
Yes, so I am our Mrs. Idaho American 2023.
And what does that mean? I guess, what do you do in your role?
Well, I have the honor of representing married women across our wonderful state of Idaho. I had to compete in interview, swimwear, and evening gown. Evening gown and swimwear were on stage. Interview was done prior to the stage portion.
And when was this competition? I guess, how long have you been Mrs. Idaho?
So our state competition was in June of 2023, this past year, and then I went to nationals in Las Vegas, and that was in August, and I will be crowning the next queen this coming April here in the Treasure Valley, April 13th.
So we'll keep our eyes open for that. I'm curious, as we're showing some of your clips, when you were named Mrs. Idaho, did you know in the back of your head that you were the first person of color to get that title, and what did it mean to you?
I did know that I would be making history as the first woman of color to represent the married women through the Idaho American pageant system. And it means a lot to me, even to this day. Today, even our recruitment class has more diversity via age as well as ethnicity, excuse me. And it's just an honor to be able to lead our state forward.
As you get out in the community, and I imagine you've been in a lot of community events, have you ever met or thought about the young women that, like you, now have somebody to look up to and say, she did it, she was the first, I'm going to do it too?
Absolutely, and I've been honored to have those conversations with many young adults and even young kids that the first time they're seeing a woman or a person of color with curls in their hair or melanin in their skin and someone that looks like them, because representation does matter.
And when you talk with young people about, being themselves, what type of message do you have for them, and why do you think it's so impactful?
It is so important to just be who you are, unapologetically take up space, and don't little yourself or water yourself down for anyone. And through that, you have the opportunity to inspire so many people. At least that's how it's been for me.
As someone that's made history here during Black History Month, what type of context does that put in your head in terms of the people that came before you and the people you looked up to?
Oh, wow. There's so many people that came before me on Black history, as well as even in pageantry in Black history. And, they went through a lot and had to pave a way. And it's an honor to continue paving that way for them. And it's an honor to shatter glass ceilings and to walk on that glass for future generations. So that way they're not having to step on as sharp of glass once they reach their goals.
So coming up in April, we'll keep an eye on the competition. But until then, I guess, what are you up to? I guess just enjoying the rain?
Oh, yes. I'm loving Idaho winter. Normally I'm skiing this time of year and ice fishing, but seems it's a little bit more mild this year. So I'm gonna just enjoy, walking around and continue being active in the community and attending events and supporting our Idaho community.
Do you ever get the crown on the slopes?
I have not taken it on the slopes yet.
Okay.
Now I need to do it.
Now you have somewhere to do it. Awesome. All right, well, we do have to go to break, but Jayme Perryman, thank you so much for being here with us on the News at 4. We'll be right back after this break.